Yes, my name is Dan Block. I have a deer operation here, the Dandee Deer Ranch, and I do collect Dole Heat in heat, and I'm trying to market it. And I'm going to show you the process on how I collect it and catch them, and how this here all works. What I have here is an area here where the deer come all together. It's all like a cone, and they come into this area here, and they'll come through this here gate that's open right here, and they'll go into this catch area. And we'll show you how that is all done. And I do have a rubber mat that is on the ground, and it is collected off the rubber mat. I do have water pails in there, so they do drink and pee. I collect it all with a syringe, so the deer are controlled. I can go in there with them. They're that tame, and they are in heat, and we will show you how this all gets done. We are now in my doe pen, and I'm going to demonstrate how I can catch them and run them through. And the thing about doe in heat pee is that you have to collect it on the pre-rut so you can market it for the rut. And I am able to separate these deer from the babies earlier in July, so they are dried up and they're ready for the pre-rut. So the buck would service them on the pre-rut, and so I'm able to visually see that and then separate them. Otherwise, if I didn't do it that way, they would be now in heat during the rut, and it would be too short of a time frame for me to collect it and get it to you guys to buy. And most stores that have the stuff on the shelves, there's no way, if you do the math, are they able to collect it in time for the hunt to get it on the shelf, because the shelf life does not last from one season to the next. And so you got to be able to collect it on the pre-rut. And me drying my females up, there will let him service, and I am now able to separate them and collect it a month in advance. And so now my females here are all around me. This is the size of pen I have. I can get pretty much tame, pet any one. I do have my breeder buck coming behind us over here, and so he is that tame where he will actually perform for me, and then I'm able to verify 100% guarantee that the doe is in heat by visually seeing him service her on the pre-rut. So now what I'm going to do is go down this way and demonstrate how I can get her through the gate. But just watch. From the area that we just came from on that side, they come into this here area here. It's a hexagon pen, and I can control my deer to go into any pen that I want. But right now they would go into this here pen right over here, and then down into the holding area where that female is. And so it's real easy to control. I just get behind them and they pretty much go right where I want them to, and collect the pee at any time that I want. I can catch a deer within minutes. I am now in this holding area here where my female is, and I do have this rubber mat that she would now be peeing on, and I do have these water pails in here scattered around where she would be drinking and peeing. I would leave her in here for about 6 hours, and I would collect it all, and I can come right in here with them, and I would syringe it right off the mat as she's doing it, and so she's not alarmed. And I can do this here with several, and if not all, my does. They're all this tame, and they're very cooperative, And this is where I would do the collecting of the pea. I'm now going to show you a few of my bucks. This is my old breeder buck behind me. He scores about 155, maybe 160. He actually damaged his rack on his left side there early spring, and he didn't give me no brow. And next year though, he'll correct that. So he'll probably be out of here, and he's 4 years of age right now. And so I'm hoping for a Boone Crockett next year, 170, 75. I get about 20 inches per year on my deer. But he was my old breeder buck, and the footage that you saw of my yearlings, he's the sire to those yearlings when you look at the film. But he is 4 years old, and he should correct that brow and everything next year. Heavily palmated on this side because of it. He missed out on all the breeding this year, so he's not a happy boy. The deer that you saw in my doe pen was my breeder for the season. A little wider, a little higher tines. But he was a nice 5x6 last year, so he does carry the points. What I'm trying to provide here is Dole Heat 100% pea, and collect it, and collect as much as we need, so you got it all season long. And I wanted to show you my operation here, how easy it is to catch them and how easy it is to collect them and put it into these syringes here. I am trying to provide no dilution at all. It's all in heat, and those bucks that you saw, the bigger they are, the smarter they get. And when they hear noises, they smell things in the woods on the hunt, they bed down in the swamps. And the only thing that will bring them back under your tree stand would be the scent of Dole Heat in pea here. And they will come back in and they'll check it out. They have to check it out because they are the breeder buck of that woods, and they will not let any other buck breed their does. So when they smell a doe in heat, that will bring them in, and I guarantee the pea in these syringes is all in heat, every drop. That's my system here, and I hope I convinced you of how I do it. Thank you.